Hello, my name is Filip and welcome to today's video where we're going to learn about past continuous. Do you remember this video from a couple of weeks ago? What was Filip doing in it? Well, Filip was brushing his teeth. What about this one? What was happening in this video? Well, Filip was playing Assassin's Creed on PlayStation 4. And what was I doing last night? I was reading a book. Harry Potter, in fact. I am rereading the series because I just love it so much. It's magical. Can you see this sentence here? Filip was brushing his teeth. Is the action in the past, present, or the future? Well, it's not now. I'm not brushing my teeth in this video. It happened in the past, in the video that I posted a couple of weeks ago. And did the action happen really quickly, like a clap? Or did it take some time? Well, it took some time, 2 minutes exactly. That's how long it takes. And so, for this sentence, we use past continuous, which is an action in the progress in the past. To form past continuous, we use the auxiliary verb to be in the past, so was or were, and a present participle. If you need to review the spelling rules of present participles, then click up here to go and watch my video on it. So, for example, we would say Filip was brushing his teeth. Auxiliary verb to be in the past, present participle. To make it negative, we add the negative particle not to the auxiliary, which gets contracted as wasn't or weren't. For example, Filip wasn't brushing his teeth. And to make a question, we use the auxiliary verb to be, and we invert the subject with the auxiliary, and follow the quasem or asem rule. For example, was Filip brushing his teeth last night? Or where was Filip brushing his teeth last night? Question word, auxiliary, subject, main verb. Quasem. We often use past continuous to set the scene at the beginning of a story. For example, one sunny afternoon I was walking home. The sun was shining and the birds were singing. I turned around the corner and I started walking up the hill, when all of a sudden... And we often use past continuous together with past simple, when one action happens while another action is in progress. For example, when I was walking up the hill, a cat jumped out in front of me. I was first walking up the hill, so that action was in progress when the cat just jumped out. It kind of interrupted the action in progress, and I kept on walking. Or the birds were singing when I started filming the video. Again, the birds started singing first, and they are still singing. It's an action in progress when I started filming the video. I was reading a book when the doorbell rang. Again, the reading was in progress and it was interrupted by the doorbell. Or even in the brushing video, Filip was brushing his teeth, action in the progress, when he realized that the camera was on. When we pronounce was and were, there are two ways in which we can say them: weak and strong. In positive sentences, we usually pronounce was and were in a weak way. We don't stress them much and they contain the famous weak sound, the schwa, was, were. For example, she was listening to music. They were cooking dinner. You were taking notes. In negative sentences and short answers, we pronounce was and were in a bit of a stronger way, and we say them as was and were. For example, were you standing over there? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. He wasn't having a shower. We weren't watching TV. the difference might be a little bit difficult for you to produce at the moment, so just try and notice it in the following examples. We were having a picnic when a bee sat on his shoulder. They weren't looking when someone stole their bike. Was she sleeping in the park? No, she wasn't. She was reading a book. The fire was burning when it started to rain. The referee wasn't looking when the foul happened. And here is your quick bonus fact. Continuous, like in present continuous and past continuous, is actually an aspect of a tense. It expresses how we look at time. In this case, it's about an action being in progress and lasting some time at a point in time. That means any tense in English can have a continuous aspect. You may not know many tenses yet, and this really is a bonus fact, but remember it as you explore English more. I think it highlights the beauty of English grammar. But, for example, present perfect, which you might know at this point, can also have a continuous aspect. I have been running for half an hour now. There's the verb to be in present perfect and present participle. Now it's time to check what you have learned. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. You can always click on the video to pause it so you have a little bit more time to answer the questions, and then check your answers. The correct ones are in the description of the video. Number 1. What auxiliary verb does past continuous use? Number 2. Can you make this sentence negative? Number 3. Can you turn this sentence into a question? How can you answer the question? Number 4. Do we use past continuous for one-off actions in the past, or for actions that were in progress in the past? And number 5. Look at these words. One sentence needs to be in past continuous, and one needs to be in past simple. Can you put the verbs in correct forms to complete the sentences? And that's it, past continuous. I was talking about it for the last few minutes, so it's time for you to go and practice it. Leave a comment below. What were you doing at 6 p.m. last night? And give the video a like and subscribe if you found it informative and useful. That's all for me for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.